is Gai Barone. I'm a musician, I'm a DJ, I'm a producer. This is my very first course with Sonic Academy. I'm going to show you my secrets in making my track Suitcase, which is a track I've released on my own label called Patternized, just licensed by Cloud Underground. In this course I'm going to show you all my techniques, the process I use, my mixing and mastering chain, and essentially what I usually do on making my old stuff. So let the music speak for me and let's dive into it. Let me show you how I made my track Suitcase. So this is the full project of Suitcase. Just let me show you channel by channel what is going on and what I've done. When I start doing a track, I usually start with a kick, and this is what I've done in this project as well. I usually start with an instance of the beautiful Kick 2, which is a plugin which absolutely amazing and really inspiring. I usually start from a preset. This time I started with a Fold and Sky preset from the Progressive House. The only thing I've done was kind of shorten the length of the kick, which is right here. Let me play this for you, and it plays that way. I layered it with another sample, took it from my Electron analog rhythm, which sounds like this. I just applying an EQ8, cutting around 40, and an LFO tool for cutting the very first part of the track, of the sample. And together they sound that way. What I've done, the kick 2 was applying an overdrive saturation right here, and a utility gain -15 for the gain staging, and an EQ8 right here where I start cutting around 55, 56 Hz and taming the highest frequencies as well. A boost right here and a drum bus, taming some transients. I was missing a sub. Basically what I've done was duplicate this track, and treat it in a different way. Just let me show you what I've done here. An EQ8, a reverb with decay around 3 seconds, an LFO tool, a glue compressor for the side chaining, and EQ8 as well. Just let me play without and with. Yeah, it's definitely another thing. It sounds so deep. And together with the other two kicks, we have a huge kick, which is made of 3 different layers. So subby and definitely solid. The 3 kicks go into a bus, which I usually treat with a FabFilter Pro MB, a glue compressor, just to glue them together, another saturator, an EQ8 with a boost around 40 Hz, a utility with a bass and mono, a limiter, and another utility for the gain automation right here, as you may see in this area. So those are my kicks. The bass line is not a bass line, it's just a tom. Just let me play it without any EQ. And with the EQ, with the compressor, with the side chaining. Together with the kicks, they sound brilliant. Just let me solo. yeah, the toms give that drive to the full track. So just let me go into my drums quickly. There are essentially some samples. I usually get some samples from my huge vinyl collection. This is a percussion. I've just added an auto pan to make it sound a little bit more interesting. A delay. Excuse me. An EQ8, getting some lowest frequencies, and a compressor for the side chaining as well. I have simply hi-hat loop, again an auto pan, an EQ8 right here to tame some harsh frequencies, and a compressor. This is another loop taken from a vinyl, a very 90s vinyl. That's really nice as well. I simply took a loop right here, just let me show you. I put it into a sampler and create some slices right here without any other plugin sounds that way. With the amp, totally changes. That's SPL Transient Designer. I reduced the sustain at minimum. Also, a delay, another SPL Transient Designer, some vocoder to, just let me show you what is going on right here, to open and to close the release, and a compressor for side chaining, an EQ8 again to remove some high or harsh frequencies right here, and utility for some automation, as you may see right here. Some tambourines. Some open hats taken from a jazzy vinyl. Nothing special, but it makes a difference at the end. So one of the key elements of the tracks is definitely my synthesizer. Very simple notes right here. 2, 3 different notes. Just let me show you what's the original synth. Is from Reactor 6. This is called Monovox. You can find it in the huge Reactor library. Just a delay. An overdrive. An EQ8. Cut in around 90, 100, and what else? An LFO tool, and a filter which opens and closes the synthesizer through all the track. That's really nice as well. This is an atmosphere. Just let me show you what I've done right here. Basically, I sample that one. What I've done is applying a core effects. Unfortunately, it's discontinued. It was an amazing plugin from Native Instrument. And what I've done here is, yeah, totally transforms the original sample. Also, another delay, a huge reverb, and a compressor for the side chaining, and an auto filter just to open and close in the scene throughout the track. We need something to build some tension, and What about the strings? Just one note, string coming from Omnisphere. Nothing special, but really important for the track itself. Yeah, definitely gives more interesting vibe to the breakdown. The vocal part, which is another of the most important part of the track. It's a sample ripped from YouTube. Just let me show you what is going on right here. It's a grain sample manipulator from Reason. I took the sample right here. An EQ8 and also filter. Right here and there, that's why we got an automation. That's the compressor for the side chaining, and an auto filter again to close it and open it through the track. Right here, simply duplicate the track and pan just a little bit to make it sound wider. A pluck coming from Massive. This is my sound. And apply an EQ8 to get some sounds. There is an LFO which modulates in an auto filter right here. A compressor for the side chaining, some delay echoes, a phaser, and another EQ. Same for this plug. Actually, this is more percussive sound coming from Serum. It's a sine plug. Again, an overdrive, EQ8, some compression for the side chaining. We got some riser here. Some shakers right here. What I usually do in my shakers is add in just a little bit of delay, a compressor for the side chaining, and the other chain I've just added this preset from Glue. It's called Mastering at Sustain, and I usually do it from my shakers. Another sample right here. And definitely some effects, which is something I usually add at the very end of the track. This is basically some snares, but with a black hole, which is basically a reverb. And what else? Yeah, some claps here and there. And there is another one right here. And what else? I usually at the end of the when the track is done, I usually group the kicks them together, the drums, the leads together, because I just want to see what is going on in my span, which is basically in my master channel. Just let me show you my master channel quickly. There is an OTT, a UAD Pultec, a glue compressor, and a few others. Yeah, it's another saturation black box. And what else? Yeah, of course, a limiter and an instance of Xango Span, which is a free spectrum analyzer very nice and very clear, just to see the levels if my tracks sounds great. Or maybe sometimes it sounds too boomy in the lowest part. It was a very quick tour on my track Suitcase, but if you want to go deeper, please head over to sonicacademy.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Ciao!
Thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate all the support from you guys. If you love this video, then smash a like, and if you want to be notified about new videos, hit the subscribe and notification buttons. Peace!